Big Smash Radio here at Rock on the Range. I'm trying to pull up pictures because I want to show you what we did with our friends in Like a Storm this morning. I did your brother's hair, and then Tina went to the other side.
I helped.
And it's the best it's ever looked.
Flat iron, you know, who would have thought?
How did you know what to do with that?
Well, here's the thing. I think
didn't.
he tried to do it on the down low and snatch his flat iron off the top of one of the guy's cases, like we weren't going to see it, immediately take it and pretend to do his hair. Did you see him do that?
Did he try and go incognito? You realize the flat iron has its own road case. I mean, that's the secret to the Like a Storm sound right there.
Actually, I believe it might be the didgeridoo, which is you told me that now you have them on different continents. You have them placed around.
Yeah, we did a tour with Black Veil Brides in Europe, and there was such a pain to get over to Europe that Chris is like, I'm just going to leave some here. So now he's got some in New Zealand, he's got some in Europe, he's got some in Canada.
Where do you leave a didgeridoo at? Where does one leave a didgeridoo?
I just like the idea that you would try to take it on a plane and explain to somebody what exactly
well,
it is.
Did that happen?
Bring it up to U.S. Customs. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they have a great time with it.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's just a long cylinder. It looks like a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, it does.
Or a weapon of ass destruction. I don't know what it is exactly, but I know that if you try to take something that looks like that on a plane,
Absolute ass
it
destruction.
looks like
That thing's-
something that you could invade somebody with.
That thing's about 7 feet long.
I clenched.
so,
I
yeah,
clenched.
yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
we all just
I
clenched.
did.
You're weak,
A weapon
all
of
of
ass
you.
destruction?
A weapon of ass destruction.
Clenching again.
I feel like we may know each other so well at this point that there's nothing that we can really say that's going to be legitimate.
Have you got something you want to tell us?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, I spent a lot of money on therapy to never have to tell anybody. Someone gets paid to keep
What
quiet.
he does with his didgeridoo is
I know.
nobody's.
I don't think we want that one back.
Well, I was going to say, they left me a didgeridoo one.
I have one
Only
as well.
one that can
Yeah.
play it is Jeremiah. Only one of us that can even attempt to play the didgeridoo.
I'd be very
It's
careful what
Jeremiah.
you're putting your mouth up to around there.
Yeah.
You've had that in your mouth plenty
And
of
don't,
times.
Tina, don't you lend him your didgeridoo.
No, hell no.
I'm coming for your didgeridoo next.
Oh, God.
It's a didgeridoo.
Yeah.
It's a didgeridoo. All right, let's just
And Matt's also famous for the Down Under Beer Challenge, of course, as well.
Yes,
Yes, he
you
is.
You were not there for that.
No, I
Big
was not
Rick,
there, but
but
no,
we
I-
will have to have a re-challenge when you are there. And I think it was simply because Matt didn't want to work out because you were awesome on the silks. You know?
I did
So he
try
thought
I
them
of
all.
doing
forgot
some
you guys.
tricks.
I forgot you guys did the whole routine.
Yeah, and Matt was like, I don't want to go on the silks and exercise, but we can do a down under beer challenge.
I remember seeing.
And I think that was the first time that Matt actually got something wet in his hair in a really long time. So it's like a shower.
No comment.
Shower and beer.
That's
Right?
right, it was.
Yeah.
You know, from a certain angle, it looked like it was something quite different that was going on.
Yes, and that's probably why we got a lot of hits on our
That's
YouTube
right.
channel. That I mean, within
lot
an
of disappointed
hour,
fans.
Within an hour, it was a 2,000 view already. An hour, and I was like, it's just beer. It does look a little.
Real
bit,
guy,
yeah.
girl, one bottle.
Yeah,
now that thing got a lot of hits.
it's 2 girls, 1 bottle.
Right. That's the flattening iron, of course.
He's like, I have no idea what they're talking about. Look at him.
How
He's-
sad are you to be in the middle of this conversation?
It's quite enjoyable. I'm liking it.
I can tell.
I do have to say that we were gonna on our way over, and it started to rain. We were able to watch. I was gonna send you the picture. We watched the entire show inside this tent over here. They had you on the big screen in this tent over here, so we
You
actually got
l-
to see all of it.
You lazy bastard.
He was scared he was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get wet.
You-
Yeah, that's insulting.
I wanted to go in the rain. I was like, let's go. I got a hat.
You're right, because I'm the one that has a bad hair day if it gets wet. You're full of
That's
shit,
right.
Smash.
I swear to God.
She's
Who are
not.
you gonna believe? Him
Hey,
or me?
I'm with you. I know what the rain can do to a dude.
See,
It makes you moist.
I just thought it was funny because you guys were on stage like a storm, right? And then it started storming
Yeah.
immediately as soon as you hit the first
Yeah,
chord.
we had that one coming.
You may never get asked back.
Because it happened last time you were here, right?
It did, and when we played Welcome to Rockville, there was like a huge tornado that came in after we played.
It was like
I mean, I'd like to say we had the budget for that kind of production, but
I'm just gonna say we were at the Carolina Rebellion and there was no rain there, so
It's
That's
because
'cause
we
they
did. It's
weren't
because we
there.
didn't play.
that's
Yeah.
exactly
That's why.
right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to festivals you're not at.
it's there's a lot of people doing that.
I know.
We have that effect on a
No,
crowd.
but you had a great crowd for
Yeah, you did have a
for the
great
time
crowd.
of day. The crowd was big. They were into it.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was amazing.
Your brother
It
was jumping
really
off
cool.
stage, getting in the front, and I mean, everybody was. They looked into it,
He jumps in. He's a madman.
and they were singing the songs back to you. That has to feel good.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Well, it's thanks to people who have found a way to somehow transmit those songs across airwaves so people can listen to them. So when they come and show up, they know them. We like those people.
And if we ever come across them, we'll thank
please
them for you.
be sure to thank them.
Well, what are you guys working on now? Like, what are you guys getting into for the next year?
Okay, so we're currently out on tour with Steel Panther,
Right.
and then after that we're going to Europe with Tremonti. We're playing Download Festival. We're playing Grass Pop, which is a really big festival in Belgium. And then when we come back, we're doing a tour with 3 Days Grace. And
So nothing big then.
so,
right?
yeah, pretty quiet. Yeah, exactly.
Pretty quiet.
Pretty boring couple months.
But,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's going to be, one of these European festivals will probably be the most people you've ever played in front of, won't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Brain Pop or Download or something like that has. They have 100,000 close.
Oh,
to
it's
it?
a big one.
Yeah,
I don't know about 100, but it's a big one.
Yeah.
I bet that'll be the first time 99,000 people have ever heard the didgeridoo. Maybe the other 1,000. Like, that's probably not something that they will ever see before. You made
Nah.
it. You made it a rock and roll instrument. You guys made it a rock and roll instrument.
Yeah. No, you're right. And we'll feel terrible if it just starts raining as well to 100,000 people.
Well, are you guys
Look,
working?
damn, that is us.
Are you guys working on an album?
Well, we're always kind of working on ideas.
Well, I guess
But-
because I'm asking you because you're releasing singles and not albums. So are you going to continue to do that?
Oh,
And is it-
we have an album. The album came out in February.
Right, but I mean, but are you going to continue to? Because when you first came out with your first single was without the album. You know what I mean?
Remember, you didn't even think it was going to be a single.
No.
Right. So did that work for you guys? And maybe that's something you might do in the future, just like a teaser, if you will, kind of.
Well, the cool thing about doing, okay, when you're in a band, you want to do double albums. You know,
Right,
you want to do
right.
you had an idea, you want to record it and be
Right.
able to put it out there. But the cool thing about doing an EP initially is that you're not committed to really having to dedicate a lot of time to something that you then have to go and live with for a long period of time. You know, and so that was the cool thing about, we did 6 songs and then the label wanted another 4, and it meant we were able to really quickly turn around and put some new music out. And so, I find it, when you're in a band, it's hard because it's like, from a band's perspective, you want to put out full records. Like I used to listen to bands, and you would listen
Right.
to the good songs and the crap songs, and eventually the crap songs would become your favorite songs because you'd listen to it so much.
Right.
You don't really have that so much anymore. Now it's all, people are all about one song. And,
Right.
And so from a band's point of view, we'd love to put out full records, but at the same point in time, there's something nice about a day and age where you can write a song and then a month or two later hear it on the radio.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So,
So from the band's perspective, you'd rather put out a full album,
but it would be a shame to be stuck touring something that you'd done like 2 or 3 years ago just because that's the process,
Yeah. I hear
And
you.
that's the cool thing about putting out a single or adding to an album or
But I think that's what the youth is, and I sound like a mom right now.
the kids these days.
Yeah, these kids. But I think they're missing out on the whole experience of an album release
totally
from their
agree.
favorite artist. You know what I mean? Like I remember, and I still buy albums, and the first thing I do is open, as I'm listening to, open it up and read it, what's inside, and look
Yeah.
at the artwork, and I like the smell of it. You know what I mean? Like I collect albums. But same with the CDs and stuff. Like I love to actually have that product, not a download.
No, I'm the same. I used to love to see what the artwork was that they were going to put with the music.
Yeah.
And then as I got older and got more into it, I'd like to see who was producing it, who
Yeah.
engineered it, who
Yeah.
their touring
Yeah.
guitar tech. You really get to know
Yeah.
a band.
And I think they're missing out on that. These damn kids.
These, from a band's perspective, these days, one of the most common things that you'll hear is like, "Oh, I didn't realize that song was you guys," because they know the
Yeah.
song,
Yeah.
but they don't make
And
the
so
connection.
Do you think it's because it's because you're releasing a single and they just do the one on iTunes and they don't
Yeah.
experience the whole album?
Yeah.
So they don't get familiar with you, I guess, as a band.
Nah,
That's just
so-
as a single. Yeah.
So that's the downside of it, but I guess the upside is it's way more convenient for people to have music now. They can get it on their phone or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we're all trying to figure out the future of music.
I'd rather go back to the old way. I know that's not
Yeah.
going to happen. But,
No, I would too.
But downloading, even when a record company sends us something, they send it to our desktop and we download it on our computer.
I hate
There's no
that.
joy in it.
I don't know that a human being can fully appreciate the value of something when it's sent in a non-physical form.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah, no,
It's
they
all
really
about
can't.
convenience with them, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, you're a young kid.
Yeah.
Do you download all of your music, or do you actually buy albums?
No, I always buy albums.
Yeah, see,
I've
but
always
you're
been
in
a
the
fan
music
of doing
business,
that.
So you don't count. Because you get it.
He collects 8 tracks.
Yeah.
He's the
It's
only
Have you
one.
ever seen an 8-track?
I have.
You know what an 8-track is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He
You
saw
know
it in a
what-
museum
Well,
once.
Like you said, I collect them.
You saw it in a museum?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Do you know what a reel-to-reel is?
A what?
Reel-to-reel?
I'm sure I do, but can you remind me?
It's a radio thing.
Yeah,
But back in the day, this is even before my time, but they used to take like a reel and then wind it through to the other reel, wind it up like an
Oh,
old
okay.
theater type
Yeah.
movie thing. Yeah. I had to do that one time my first year in radio. I was like, what is this?
We made our first ever demo on a tape machine, and we went into a studio.
Please tell me you still have it.
And the guy, I still got it. And what's so cool about that is straight away after that it switched to digital. So we just got in on that tail end of having that experience
to
of recording
enjoy-
to tape.
enjoy it one time.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Do you ever
awesome.
pull it out and listen to it and say, oh, we've come such a long way?
No, hey, we were better then. What the hell happened?
Yeah, like my first radio show I ever did, I taped it on a cassette, and
Oh,
I'll
yeah?
listen to it once in a while and be like, oh God, I was so awful.
Yeah,
I'm
for-
still awful, but like I was really awful.
For us, they call it a skim. So as soon as you turn the mic on, it just records what you're saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't record the songs. So you never go from not hearing your voice. It's all just what you recorded, and you just sit there and go, "Oh
Cringe.
God, am I
Oh,
bad
yeah.
at that?" Like you immediately want to become an accountant because you shouldn't talk ever again.
I don't know how you guys can listen to your voice. I don't think
We
I
don't.
could
It's
listen.
not. Oh, wait, are you saying
Just
we're wretched
in
to
general,
listen to?
like as
Am I making
yeah,
your ears
yeah,
bleed?
Yeah, not you so much, but you specifically, Rick.
Yes,
how
I-
can
Rick,
you
you're
stand?
terrible.
How can you stand yourself?
I can't.
Just go kill
I got no
yourself now.
place else to
Slit your
go.
wrists.
Oh, we love you. You know what I mean. I
Well,
got maximum
you know
respect
what?
for
Now-
somebody that can.
Now I'm gonna go be a cutter. Thanks, Marilyn Manson. You fucked this all up for all of us.
That's what I do.
That's it.
What a great way to end it.